Yes, so another reason why atheists, they are the ones that have the burden of proof, is and this is a reason that goes specifically not to just to any god, because having a creator, you could say, well, that's Allah, that's a deistic god, but going with the Christian God is the resurrection of Jesus. Now, atheists have tried to have all sorts of ways to find a way to explain why the disciples said that Jesus was risen from the grave if he wasn't. They'll try to say, well, maybe it was them lying. Well, problem with that is they were killed for it, and they were not killed in a nice way. They were tortured to death. They had all sorts of sufferings. They had nothing to gain from it. They became poor. One of them, the Apostle Paul, was originally persecuting Christians before he saw the risen Jesus himself, and then gave up everything he owned to go tell people about what he saw. It is absurd to try to claim, well, they were just pulling a prank on people. Like, that makes no sense. Now, this is what sets Christianity apart from other religions, is that, for example, Joseph Smith, his alleged visions, his alleged revelation, they benefited him. They gave him power, they gave him money, they allowed him to have multiple wives. Like, he benefited immensely from this. The same is true about the Prophet Muhammad. He was also gained from it, not to the same extent as Joseph Smith did, but he had nothing to lose from his revelations. Now, second explanation the atheists will use is hallucination. So maybe the disciples really believed that he was risen, but they were just hallucinating. They had like some mental problems maybe. The problem with that could work if it was just one person. There have obviously been cases where people hallucinated various revelations. The problem is, this is multiple people often at the same time, and multiple people at different times. So you would have to have like dozens or hundreds of people if you believe 1 Corinthians 15, which I think we have good reason to. I believe arguably the earliest source in the entire New Testament, that little section there. Hundreds of people seeing the risen Jesus, and not all at the same time, but at different times. People who did not have a predisposition to believe that this would happen. The disciples were basically, they had given up after Jesus had died. Paul was again trying to persecute the people. They all independently, in separate times, in separate locations, came to believe something that they were not predisposed to believing. That is not how a hallucination would work. And so, if it is not a lie, if it's not a hallucination, then really the only other explanation is that it's actually true. They actually did see the risen Jesus, that he was who he said he was. He fulfilled his prophecies of him rising from the grave, and he was vindicated by God. Now, when we consider that, it's no longer the Christians that have the burden of proof. It's the atheist that has to explain, okay, how are you denying all this stuff, and like, what possible justification could you have to not believe in this, when if it was any other historical event, it would be unquestioned. But because it involves the miraculous, then suddenly there's a level of skepticism that it's effectively impossible to overcome.
I think that concludes it for this video. My name's Tyrus.
Austin Burton.
God bless, and catch you next time. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoyed Austin's videos, I'm going to leave one and a link in the description. You can check out his channel, which is Owning for Jesus. So God bless, have a great day.